Alright, part 2 of Victor Victrola the ninth number. See if I can see that again. 14,293 suffix B. Now we have a Paul Whitman record here that appears to have paint on it. It's bad enough when there's paint on the machines. This machine was no exception. It had paint on it, which had to be very carefully, painstakingly removed. Little splatters. When you see it on a record, you're like, yeah, I'm hoping the needle will pop that right off of there. I think it usually does. It was probably the top record in a stack down in somebody's closet or basement or who knows what. But we'll give it a shot, see what we can do with it. And this is Paradise, by the way. Paul Whitman Paradise. Did you hear the spring move there? Told you they'd do it. On the later machines, you only see that happen if the spring is old and dry, but that's not the case here. This is a very, very wet spring. Fresh grease, oil, everything in there. But the design of the spring cans just makes it likely to do it. A little rumble now and again. Where the Rainbow Ends. Paul Whitman, side B. 1911. William Howard Taft was President of the United States. I believe he is best known as being the first president to ride in an automobile to his inauguration. I don't know how I remember that. I read it somewhere. Don't know if it's true or not, but it probably is. Cars weren't that common when he was first inaugurated in 1909. And let's see what else happened in 1911. The Titanic had yet to set sail. It certainly hadn't sank yet. There was another war scare in Europe, I believe, but then again there was one every year before the First World War started. And the Victor Talking Machine Company came out with its brand new Victrola VV-IX, which would be its most popular machine ever. Of all the Victrolas. There were many Victrolas that were more expensive than this. There were ones that were less expensive than this. But none that had the popularity of the 9. They just made so many of them. And they're very, very, very well-made machines. Whether they're old 1911s or the newest 1920s versions, they're all very, very well made. And you get things of these older ones like the nice piano hinges on here. You just don't see that in the newer ones. They eliminated that in, I believe, 1915 or 14, somewhere in there. Beautiful mahogany. This is veneer, by the way. And this machine, despite its age, it had no veneer issues. There was no veneer lifting, peeling anywhere, which kind of surprised me. But maybe it came from a dry environment. Because usually veneer peeling will happen on these older ones if they've been sitting a long time without proper care, which this one definitely has. I could have written my name in the filth that was on this machine. All right, let's try that. Where the Rainbow Ends. Let's try that one. Well, you could hear some wear on that one. That's not uncommon, especially with very popular band leaders like Paul Whitman. These records were played and played and played and played, and some of them got a little wear. But that's alright, it's still playable, so we'll put that aside. Now, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I saw this record here, and Emmett's Favorite Yodels by George P. Watson. Yodel song with orchestra. This we have to play just to see what this is. I'm probably gonna regret it, but since it's here, We'll see what we have. Okay. Little dirt on there, but that's alright, it'll blow off. Well, that wasn't too bad. Sounds like he was speaking German in there, but who knows what he was saying. There we go. I wonder if that's yodeling on side B also. I imagine it probably is. Dust off of there. Alpine Specialty, popular yodel. George P. Watson again. Well, why not give the guy a chance? Let's see. Plug the needle in, and we should probably give it a wind. It's not that warm out today. And the grease can thicken up a little bit, slowing down the springs. So it's always good to keep full power in the machine when you can. So generally with these 9s, I'll go 3 plays. If it's a hot summer day, 4. Even with brand new springs, you're not likely to get a whole lot more than that out of them. These are the big springs, of course, not the smaller ones found in like the Victrola, the 8 or the 6. Even though those do have 2 spring motors, they use a shorter spring, less power. One thing about that, I mean, it does have new leather on it, but that brake holds pretty well. But it was probably too expensive to manufacture, so they came up with a better idea, or at least one that worked that was a little less expensive.
On his way, and this a table round and sing one of those good old songs just like Fritz Emmett used to sing. Oh, the moon he climbs ever up so high, holy high, and he climbs so high that he reaches the sky, holy high, and then the little kids, they begin to cheer, holy oh, that's the time the boys begins over there, holy I believe it all, I believe it all, holy I believe it all, I believe it all, holy I believe it all, I believe it all, holy I believe it all, I believe it all, Ah, das war aber mal gut gemacht, Fritz.
Okay. Well, that one played fairly well. No complaints. A little dust on it. Obviously, it wasn't getting played very much. What do we got here? We have, if I can get my fingernails under it and pick it up. One More Waltz. Ted Fiorito and his orchestra. Till we meet again. One More Waltz. Okay. We'll see if he can play One More Waltz. But he lies because on side B he plays another. Okay. Get the needle in there without getting stabbed. Victor Electric playing on a 1911 machine. But it still played well. This has a large horn despite its being out of mostly wood and not isolated and open to the motor. As you can see, it really doesn't play that much different than the later ones. They always come up with a new gimmick to sell machines, and not every improvement was really an improvement. It was just doing it different. That's all. It was just different. So, you know, most people would not notice the improvement in sound. I've gone over this before. The average person does not have a trained ear. That was true of Victor's customers in 1911, 1926. Today, this machine sounds every bit as good as a 1923 or a 1918. It's just different. And like I said, the only difference being, though, if you do have a very soft playing record, you may hear motor noise, especially indoors. It's kind of hard out here today because I got a little bit of wind, noisy trucks in the background, we're outdoors. So that tends to mask a lot of noise too, but it's not really that big of a deal. No Victor motor is really quiet. They all make some amount of noise, but none of them are really banging and clanging too bad unless they haven't been serviced properly. Well, let's play side B. Did I flip that over until we meet again? I did. Did I do that? You know what? Enough waltzes. I still have... Well, this is waltzes too. International Novelty Quartet. We have Cuckoo. Yeah, let's play Cuckoo. It sounds cuckoo. One last record. I think there's enough room on the tape for that. And there you go. Cuckoo. Another Victor Electric. And this machine does have the 1911 patent sticker. 1911 dated patent sticker. Underneath it, I'm not going to lift the machine up to show you that, but it's there. Sometimes they're not. They fall off. They're only shellacked on there. Just a piece of paper they shellacked on there with the current patents when the machine was new. In this case, 1911. But there you go. A project of years playing again. The old original Victor Victrola VV-IX, 1911. In original condition, no less. Not refinished. Okay.